What's up, family? Thank you so much for tuning into the Kidionaire podcast today. I just wanted to come on here before you got to the video just to give a little disclaimer. So, when I tell y'all everything that wanted to go wrong with that moment, tried to go wrong, but we didn't let it stop us from having a great conversation. The cameras didn't want to pick up every angle, the audio didn't want to pick up in the microphone. But guess what? I am so glad that we were able to get a sliver of this conversation simply because it was so powerful. And I felt like I would be doing a disservice to our community if I did not share this amazing video with you all. So, enjoy the video, really pay attention to the conversation because it's going to be kind of hard to hear, but understand that it was so powerful. And I hope that you understand the emotion and the stories and the lives that are in this video. You'll see Coach Jay, myself, Joy Roberts, Jaburi Jackson, and Jordan Foley. So enjoy. Feel free to always follow us on all social media sites. Us versus Poverty, Let the Kids Live, Voices of the Future. Let's go. Peace.
My name's Jaburi. I just meditate. I meditate in the sun. I really just be chilling at home and like elevation. I'm just elevating every day in my life, and I just be just be talking about things with my brother, and you get what I'm saying. And a lot of things, life, money, passion, and love. But money really is not like a thing.
Yeah. Maybe I should change it to wealth. Because I feel like there's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah, it's a difference. It's a difference in it. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because like when you saying money and abundance and all that, it's like different energies. It's like energies only.
Absolutely.
It's like when you just saying money, you know money rule all evil.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, we live.
So y'all know what the cameras are. So right there and right there. If you have any points or moments of specification that you want people to get the message, you know,
Sure.
look. Okay. We having a conversation. We getting to know each other. We talking about the things that are important to us, but also about what our community is like. You know, what the current status of our community is in relation to our youth. And I think it's important to talk about not necessarily what's next, but what would happen if we didn't, or what we do today. You know what I'm saying? So that way people can get the idea of. I think we even talked about this. It's like culture definitely repeats itself. So how can we have a conversation about culture that makes it so is we understand what will happen if we don't change our behavior, if we don't change the things that we're going through right now. That makes sense?
So, culture.
The iPad's still on.
I want to say that it's the things that we do is culture, but it's the things that we do is the way of life. That's the way of life. Like what we do, we heal ourselves and elevate, and meditation is a part of it, and getting in the sun is a part of that. See, let's talk about things that we do every day. We go to work. We eat bad things, and we just living a bad life, and
What makes it bad?
It makes it bad because look at you. Look at you. Look at everybody. That's all us. We say we want change. But what's change?
What's changed?
What is change? What are change? The changes that they teaching us is not change. School is not changing us. Working the 9 to 5 is not changing us. None of that is not changing us.
So what can change us?
Meditation.
What is meditation?
We focusing, really changing us is we focusing on ourselves. Focusing on yourself is key. That's is the key to life, because they got us focusing outside of ourselves.
For sure.
And things that's not meaningful. That's meaningless to us, to life. When material things is meaningless a lot, and yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong. So you're saying this culture, what we call culture, is really facade, and really our culture was what we call culture is really misleading us, because the real culture is internally, right?
Yeah.
And so with the culture that's made up of materialistic things, cars, clothes, money, then that's outward. It's external. It's not internal. So if I always got you focused on the chains and the cars and the clothes and this and that, how could you ever focus on knowledge of self? And I believe that what you're saying, right? Really, culture is really knowledge of self. Right. But we don't even have knowledge of self. So what culture do we really have is my question.
Yeah. I hear you in terms of what you're defining culture as. It's like, I think the facade word that you use is real important, because when if you know what a facade is, it's literally the outward layer of something. You know what I'm saying? And I think I kind of disagree with you. I think culture is inward. I think the thing about the culture is it's tainted because it's not ours. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're saying though.
Right. Like, so
you say, I don't want you to
no, go ahead.
It's what you just said. If it was internal, then it would be real culture.
Right.
But because it's not, like you said, it's the outward layer, facade, it's everything. I could buy 100 million cars. It's never gonna change my heart. Okay. I could live on the top floor of the mansion. It's never gonna change who I am. Right. You know what I'm saying? But when we do change, that's what we're saying. So I think we're saying the same thing.
Yeah. I just think like a part of it is also like what is being passed down and what isn't being passed down, and that's a part of the culture that I'm talking about. Like, there are pieces of us that we used to do internally that we don't do anymore. Like, even if it's just a smaller thing, like our external things affect our internal, right? So back in the day, people used to read newspapers daily, every day. Not just because it was a piece of paper that you would get, but because it provided you with knowledge and it changed your inside. But people don't do that anymore, right? So is that, for me, that's culture. You know what I'm saying? An action that provides you with internal something. Does that make sense?
But you gotta be active in doing it, right?
Agreed.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it feel like to me, that's why I say facade. It feel like we activate the wrong culture. We don't activate the internal culture. We activate everything that's been given us. Cause think about it. Look at hip hop. How long has hip hop even been around? It ain't been around long. Slavery been around. It ain't been long around. Jim Crow been around. Indentured servitude been around. Right. So it's like we even look at hip hop, and I don't even talk about nobody in this room, but a lot of us, it like group think with culture. Sure. Everything about, man, did you hear about such and such on Basketball Wives? You seen such and such with Carmelo getting traded? You seen this? You seen that? It's like, how could we ever focus inwardly, and how can we actually change the destructive cycle that facade of culture that's been placed on us has created? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think he mean by really meditating. When you take that time for yourself inward, you gotta break everything on the outside first. You feel me? And it's all the burdens that you carry. You know what I'm saying? Because you could never really enlighten self when you hold on to hate, when you hold on to anger, when you hold on to stress. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna do nothing but build more toxicity in you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely rock with the meditation. But yeah, like, what do y'all think as far as, how do you think we start to remove the group think part of it? See what I'm saying? How do we remove the, okay, if you're not in tune with this, how you, because there's only a couple things I feel like we could be in our culture, right? We could either be a rapper. Most kids really think they could aspire to be a couple things: a rapper, an athlete, a killer, right? Or all that, all that, and then a square. Or you a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be 40, 50 years old to get that type, you know what I'm saying? But oh man, I'm on the street, bro. We 18, 19, 15, 16. Oh man, you the realest nigga ever, man. You cold, man. I love you, man. Like, we ain't building each other up like that. You see what I'm saying? So it's only so much that our stories keep inspired to be. And that's why I say like the facade of the culture kind of irritating, like, cause it's like, damn, how you got these barriers? You know what I'm saying? On growth when it comes to the babies, you feel me? So how do y'all feel like we can start to mobilize a group of the youth, the babies, right, to start to break off those burdens, those barriers, so that they can start to, you know, because I think they can really define and create what we feel culture to be, what we want it to be. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all think?
I think, that was so good. I think number one, it needs to be more of us in higher places. Because I think that's number one, what the problem is that it's not that many of us in places where you would not really see us at. And it's not like because we scared or anything, it's just nobody ever really took the stand to get up and to really be like, oh, I can do this. Like, we got it in politics. We're just now starting to get in politics. Like, and look how long politics has been around. Like, and how our world runs on politics. But we're just now starting to get like us in politics and in those chairs to make a change and things like that. So I believe number one, that's starting with that. But it's also number two is getting our children outside of what they're just into. Like, I always tell my kids that at like the school I work at, they get so frustrated with each other. They be like, he stole my answer. He stole my answer. Oh my God, I thought about that first. He stole my answer. And I'm like, do you not think nobody else can think like you? Like, do you not think nobody else can sit here and do what you do? It's not about what you're doing. It's about how you do it. That's the attention that you have to draw. So it's getting the children to know, like, you could do literally anything and the person next to you could be doing it, but how many clients gonna come to you and how many clients gonna go to him? What are you doing differently that's different from how are you getting your clientele and how is he getting his clientele? We can all do the same. The hair industry is humongous right now. Everybody's selling wigs. Everybody's selling wigs. But how do we know what's the best weed to find? How do we know that? Like, how do we know everybody what? Everybody doing nails. Everybody, the beauty industry is crazy, but why do you go get your nails done by that person? Like, how would they bring you into that chair? So just showing students that it's so many different resources to do things in so many different ways. Like, just even starting now, even if like children want to start getting into hair, that's boom. That's what calls you out differently right there. You started doing hair when you was 7 years old. Half these girls just jumped off the porch just doing hair, literally. Like, so you know that's your niche, and now people can trust you more because they're like, oh, she been studying hair since like birth almost. Like, she right, like she or he been cutting hair since like he been watching his daddy cut hair all his life. So he already know the game too. It's teaching the children the different resources we have. It's different resources, but that also again, like I said, it has to be more of us in them resources spots. Like, we have to be able to come and tell them, like, boom, this is there, this grant is there, this grant is there. It's all of these different things, but you just got to get up and get to it, and don't be scared to be like, oh, somebody else doing it, oh, somebody else doing it. Who cares? Like, we going to be doing the same thing for the rest of our life. But it's like, how are we going to be different with what we're doing? So we just got to start showing them more. Like, the youth need to see more. They need to see more everything. Like, just more of us in higher places, more of us doing the right things, not the wrong things. Like, more of us getting up to come tell children about, hey, you can do this with me, you can do this with me. Not, oh, don't be around me when I'm doing this, or no, you can't, oh, go be a kid. Like, I used to hate that when I was young. Go stay in the kid's place. Like, yes, you can stay in the kid's place, but what are you teaching me right now? Like, when I get older, how you telling me to stay in the kid's place? I can do that, but I also can learn on a journey of that as well. Can't stay. It's only a certain period of time that we stay kids. And let's be honest, reality 10-year-old is adult. I'm sorry, like a 10-year-old is an adult. They are grown. They are. We have skipped the preteen. Trauma don't have an age. We have skipped the whole preteen, teenager. Like, we're out of that stage. It's not even labeling category. It's okay. You was old. You understand. You can read. You can write. Okay, boom. This is life. Like, that's literally what it is.
What you say the quote was earlier?
What? If you don't teach the behavior you want, you end up with what you get.
Literally. That's it. So it's like, why? If we can't teach them nothing, what's the purpose of them like growing up in our society then? if y'all want them to be a change, but y'all don't want to see them on the street, but y'all want to see a change. Okay, but you telling them to get away from me, and you telling them they can't be around you when you do this, that, and the other. But how are they supposed to learn, grow? Then you yelling at them when they 16 years old, talking about go get a job, go figure it out. When I was just 8 years old, you told me I couldn't even be around you to figure it out. So what am I supposed to do now at 16 years old, and I'm outside doing what I want, and you want me to get a job? I don't even know how I feel on a resume. Like, but you told me to get away from you when you was on the computer filling out yours. Okay, so what do you want me to do? Like, literally, it's just that. Just being the older generation. That's it. You have to be the older generation. We got to be the OGs. Like,
For sure.
And what about you, Barbie? How you feel about, from you perspective, on where we lock y'all in more?
that's good.
Homeschooling,
Homeschooling?
because
What do that mean?
we taking the knowledge that we have. Like she said, we too lazy to homeschool our own children. That's just facts. And so we let somebody else homeschool our children. Well, no, we let somebody else school our children. We have to take accountability of schooling our own children, because these motherfuckers is lying to their children already. I mean, to our children already. They already lying to our children.
You gonna put it in the system that tell them that black people had always been slaves. You want that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of system you putting your kid in. I agree with you, but that was just the point that just came to my head. Like you willingly putting your child in a system that lies to them about who they are and their heritage, that purposefully leaves out certain details so that way they don't get too big of a head. Like that's the type of
all the
system.
history they give us is slavery.
Exactly.
They don't give us nothing else.
Oh, and Martin Luther King and Harriet
we feel like we ain't shit. So that's how we gonna feel like to them.
For sure.
So now you seeing us rebel, revolution, and all this other stuff happen. And that's what I'm saying. Like we gotta homeschool our children, because if we don't, it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna be vice versa, and it's not gonna be it's gonna be unnatural to the point where you seeing men's out here women and women out here men's, and that's a fact, because they gonna be out here saying it's okay and that's
good. Oh, that leads me back to somebody said the other day. I think it was my best friend, something like that. He was like, "Bro, all girls act like boys now. Like, he's like, y'all act so hard body. Like,
And all the
I looked at
dudes
him.
trying to be like females. I saw a dude yesterday. No, today. I'm gonna call him a young man because that's what he was. Okay, with braids longer than mine, switching harder than I was, and I'm like, is it me that I feel like there isn't enough of an example?
It's what they put
For
in the
me,
food, in the water.
It's what they put in their
It's the
head.
psyche. That's what I'm trying to explain. But we always eat.
What
Yeah.
you do.
So now you don't, so for like let's say 15, 20, 30 years, you just been
Eating it all up.
Yep.
your ass been. Your ass been. You feel me? You and it becomes a condition. See, so that's why I be like, yeah, it's real hard to kind of, I'll be struggling with who to blame. See what I'm saying? I don't know to blame. I mean, I understand we have to take responsibility, right? But it's like we got Tuskegee experiment where you got me standing in line. I don't know shit, but you shoot a nigga up with syphilis. How the fuck I'm supposed to? Who fault is that?
Yeah.
That's
So then you take the psychology of like a Fred Hampton being called the black not the black Messiah, the demise of black Messiah, the rise of a black Messiah. The federal government is attacking these young brothers
Literally.
and sisters like they attack who? Foreign states of government. How you think these niggas won World War I and World War II and Vietnam and Korea? These niggas have won wars where niggas was popping up out the fucking ground and mountains and 3-foot holes shooting niggas down. How you think they won?
Wow.
You feel me?
All of what they installed in them.
Psychology.
Psychology.
They playing shit through the speakers, making niggas think that niggas running through the woods and ain't nobody out there. Right? They fucking up the mind, but MK Ultra experiments, right? All these different things that we have and say, well,
Get out.
that ain't on my soul. We can't we gotta be responsible for that. You mean to tell me, okay, slavery went enough, and we just started, that's why we don't really know what the history is before that.
We don't.
Right, so the history started slavery, and then you got what? Indentured servitude, and then you got what? You got Jim Crow.
Jim Crow.
And then you got what? You got motherfucking civil rights.
Civil rights.
Then you got the Black Panther.
Black Panther, yeah.
Okay, so through all of these movements, niggas always been peaceful. We always been peaceful and didn't do nothing to nobody. But when I look 50 years ago in the streets of Chicago, I see the white mobs running down the street, burning up stuff, looting, doing the same thing that we get caught. So what do you think happened? I think there was a program put in place so every time I'm take a sip of water, give the kids milk, when milk really strip calcium from the bones, and it's mucus, and it's really gonna kill you. But I'm gonna give it to you for free every day, little shorty. So I'm gonna keep drinking it. Be strong, eat your Wheaties.
Oh my God.
How do I overcome that?
Wow.
I'm saying, how do take me? I've been trying to figure out, and that's why I say it's hard for me because it seems to me as if, okay, I can accept the responsibility of be responsible, take responsibility of man. I'm cut a little bit from that same era, right? I'm not all the way, you feel me, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, third brand nigga that was out here. But I'm a little bit cut from that. So I still got that in me, I'll take the lead. But for the young brothers and sisters out here confused that say, hey man, take all this responsibility for shit that we done did 100 years before you even got to exist.
That's unfair.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's unfair.
And that's why we say let the kids live. Stop killing. Us versus poverty. You know what I'm saying? Voice of the future. You feel me, niggas? All that because why? It's not fair.
It's not fair.
How grown people putting burdens and responsibility on children that wasn't even here. They existed when we were doing all this bullshit. So yeah, I take responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Being a nigga, doing this, doing that, all that. I did it. Okay, cool. But for the young brothers, ain't did nothing to nobody who you gonna program to become just like I was dumb, deaf, and blind. That ain't okay with me. And then you're gonna use the excuse of, oh man, y'all gonna figure this. How are you gonna figure out 500 years of fucking torture? These they been taking over Iraq, they done made Israel. These people is wild. So that's what we really facing. You know what I'm saying? On a bigger scale of things. So to me, it's like, man, we gotta find a way. That's why I say he's so important because he on that time. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to get that message to the youth. You feel me? And that's the message they gotta hear because everybody else is blaming them.
Everybody,
like you said, they're getting blamed at home, and then I'm blaming you for doing something I'm doing right in front of you.
Exactly.
How you do that?
That makes no sense.
Because they don't know. Because somebody programmed it to take the father out the home. Matter of fact, take that nigga out the family when they slave. You feel me? Send him to a different plantation. Slice her belly open right there. With his baby up in there. He think he the strongest nigga out there. Kill her. Kill his son. Y'all niggas see that? Feed him to the dog. Y'all niggas see that? So that's
what's the difference?
That's my point right there. Ain't no difference today.
Right.
Ain't no difference today.
Would you consider what they did to Frank Hampton an example?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you look at the picture of the police carrying him out on the stretcher, they like this.
Smiling.
I said, what you smiling for? And then you learn, see this really got me stuck on. Then you learn, okay, not only these niggas is wilding with that, right? Yeah, these niggas came in there with a Tommy gun. And over 150 bullets sprayed through his bedroom wall while he was asleep next to his pregnant wife or girlfriend. I'll be politically correct. Girlfriend at the time, okay? But nonetheless, bro, drugged up by horse tranquilizer.
Come on now.
By an informant that y'all done slipped in his man organization to give y'all the whole blueprint layout. Y'all ain't paid this nigga nothing but $600. So this nigga just sold out the whole Black Nationalist movement for $600, and that's why I say he a perfect example.
I agree with you, and that's why I brought it up because we talked about this, and I just feel like I understand what you're saying, but understand what you're going up against as well, and that it's not gonna take just us to make this real. It's not gonna take just us to undo every single thing that we are doing right now. It is literally going to take our entire civilization to undo what has been done, and that does not happen overnight.
It's meditation to manifestation.
Come on.
That's good.
Meditation into manifestation.
That's
my
good.
soul. You feel me? We individualize, internalize, from within, come without, And now that light is inside.
It's inside.
You got your light shining. I got my light shining. You got your light shining. Now we a way bigger light. Somebody who wasn't gonna just see my light in the dark. Oh, that light, I see it, but man, it's like that light. You know what I'm saying? One light. Okay, cool. What? Nigga, it's dark out here, nigga. You talking about one street light, nigga?
Exactly.
That ain't nothing. You can shit. The whole time.
Bigger the sun.
On my mama.
Bigger the sun.
On my mama.
It's
Yeah.
big as it.
You know what I thought God put in my mind one day? He said, I'm trying to figure out how like the same thing, right? I'm really, you know, and I'm really asking him, like, I don't really understand. Cause, you know what I'm saying? He's out here doing wild stuff, you feel me? So like, how do you even do this? And what he gave me was, he said, you don't think my oil enough? He said, you don't think my oil enough? What he meant by that was this. He said, I'm gonna put you dead in the middle of all the people I need you to touch. And all I'm gonna do is just put my oil on you. It ain't never gonna stop flowing. But I just need you to run as hard as you can through every single person. And I don't care if it's just a pin drop of my oil get on there. I need you to touch everybody that I sent you to touch. As many as you can touch. And you gonna keep running, you gonna get tired, and you gonna be like, hey God, like, oh, I'm still going. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be frustrated. But guess what? When I say boom, every single one of the persons is gonna be ignited at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what he gave me. You know what I'm saying? So we really trying to figure out, I feel like, look, this is important what we're doing. And we gotta do this. And we gotta stay on these, gotta stay on me. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what we're doing. We building that nation of the light carriers, you feel me?
Yeah.
Because all it takes is that one little drop.
That one little
Because
drop.
God infinite. You feel me? When he say, hey, he say, what he say? He say, let there be.
Right. Let there be.
He say, be, and it became.
Right. That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So I
real.
really believe like that's all it's about. Like for me, it's literally like it don't even matter how you touch him. I touch his ear, shit. Touch his head, fuck it. I'm just touching everybody I can. Look crazy as hell. The whole world like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Running through like everybody else is
Just look.
in the program. You feel me? Now they're like, oh damn, this nigga different. This nigga weird. Oh yeah, he be on that. He be on that Jesus stuff. He be on that God stuff. He be on the Bible stuff. Like I got real niggas. It's so crazy. I got real niggas out here, right? And we don't watch each other grow from a place where some of my own mans, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that nigga goofy. Cause I told you off that shit. I thought I'm gone. You feel me? I'm high. I don't even know what to believe. You feel me? So I'm like, damn, I already know that X was killing me, but at the same time, it was bringing me closer to that energy. You see what I'm saying? But some of my main guys, like, real talk, like, bro, we supposed to go hit Stain, we go hit Lit, this the routing line, the riding on, we trying to steal ATM, we trying to snatch niggas packs, all kind of shit, you hear me? Like, but what's so crazy is at the time, and it's what I'm really known for, my guys know this, you know what I'm saying? But they know, and so it's so crazy, because I'm like on a whole different energy level now. And I'm like, bro, and I feel like it's weird because I feel like it was, like, you know how I need to call some shit gay, like, I don't mean it in no disrespectful way, but I'm talking about like, man, how we talk, but
Yeah.
I felt like, damn, like, am I doing something like, you know what I'm saying? Like some feminine shit?
Yeah. What they call now? They say sassy.
Oh, yeah,
Am I
I don't like
sassy?
that
Oh,
word.
I hate that
That's too much,
word.
man. I don't know.
He's sassy.
But you know, that sound like you moving like that sound like you moving like that though. Now you
Right,
doing
like,
too
what's
much.
the key?
I mean, I felt like when I say that though, I mean like it was like a feeling like, you know how a nigga feel when he be around, like if he don't like, you know what I'm saying, he feel like man, I ain't,
That
you
feeling.
feel me? And it's just like, damn, and that's how I felt towards God, almost like, am I doing, you know,
Yeah.
like damn, these niggas tripping, man. And I was just doing this shit. You feel me? And I'm like, damn, like, what's wrong with me? The whole time I see now. You feel me? A wild ass man running, that's all I saw. I'm like, damn, look how crazy you look.
He was
On
awakening.
my soul.
Yeah.
On my soul. And it's like when, and what's so crazy, I talk about that light shit because, like, one of my brothers right now, this man posted, he posted more than me, he posted every day about God. And was really out there, you hear me? Every day now. And it's like he a street preacher, but he ain't even preaching. You feel me? He's just doing it organically, like on his own time. Other but man, I don't stop smoking weed, don't stop doing this, don't stop doing. I want to know my true self. I don't even know what it feel like to be me. I was like, damn.
Come on.
Feel me?
Come on.
I don't even know what it's like to be me. And so I'm seeing this shit. And so it's really just encouraging now that damn, right?
It's what you said earlier,
Look crazy.
individualized.
Like, that's the word.
Like, and I think that's really the answer to your question. It is like,
how do you really break down what's been programmed into us is for people to find out what the true self is. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's always, I look at myself like I'm a reflection of God. So I act how God wants me to act. I do the things that God wants me to do. Now, I am also human, so I sin. So I repent for my sins every day. Because there are sins that I may know that I commit, and there are some that I don't. So it's my meditation is prayer. I pray 3 times a day. Okay. And I also meditate too, like actual meditation.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? But I understand that by doing those things, not only does it give me the blueprint, but it connects me to something that I have never felt before. And I feel like by connecting other people to that source, to the source, okay, that's when you start to get people to realize, like, wait a minute, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. This is not who I am. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I had a conversation with God yesterday. It was a real conversation. Like, I felt it in my body that me and God were having a conversation, and it felt amazing. Like to the point where there was no question in my mind that I was talking to God. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow. I got excited for a second. And you know, he told me, he looked around and he's like, you're doing a great job. To just know that God came and told me that, and knowing that what I'm doing, I question myself because of my flesh, I will never question again. You know what I'm saying? And it takes that type of power in a person to be able to be like, I don't even want that.
Breaking them chains.
I don't want that. I'm good. Because I know what God has for me, and I know what God wants for me, and that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And it takes that type of power and an example for somebody to see that and be like, I saw this person. Because, thank you, God. I'm going to say this, and we all know where it's going. But, like, smoking. We all enjoy smoking. Right? Like, that's something that is generational at this point. Like, especially our generation, we smoke. You know what I'm saying? And the younger generation has taken that on. And for me, it was like God was telling me to stop smoking. And I was fighting God so hard. Because I'm like, what you mean? You sure? Like,
look, everybody like, you feel the pressure.
You know what I'm saying? But then it was like, okay, yeah, I need to slow down at least. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not always about what you're doing, it's how you're doing it. I talk about this. I was literally just talking about this. And even when it comes to how you praise God, how you connect with God, how you meditate, how you pray, you know what I'm saying? Because the way I pray is not going to be the way that you pray. The way you meditate is not going to be the way I meditate. But when I do that, just know that we're still talking to the same person. And you're not going to get the same answers that I'm going to get. So the answers that you do get, listen to them. Take heed to them. And God's telling me to slow down. He ain't telling me to stop.
No, that's
He
real.
told you to slow down.
I think I know what you said. Like, you know, sometimes we say, man, I'll never be no slave. But we went right to the change, put the cuffs on, and throw away the key. You be like, damn, like, they trying to go home now, and you stuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it be about. Because, again, when it's so, like, I just said to myself, like, probably, I don't know, like a couple days ago or something, like, but from Friday to Friday, I'm not gonna smoke. And I ain't never really did that. I only did it like when I ain't feel good type shit, but you know what I'm saying? But like I never really, and so to me it's like, okay, the test is your control, your discipline, like is you really, because I think when I was talking earlier, and he was saying one for the discipline, how like in school, like they tell you what to do and you doing it. But it's crazy because like they stealing our discipline from my own self. You utilize my power for me. And so if I'm steadily doing this, I'm steadily just like, you know what I'm saying, not doing nothing, and I'm doing too much, what is it called, out of moderation, then I literally throw my hands right in the handcuff and let these niggas lock me up. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm a slave to myself. And God saying, how could you ever be the true you if you don't know the discipline you? And you let him discipline you instead. And that's why the school's so crazy, because it's like, at school, man, people wonder where their kids get these ways from. And again, you got like the group think thing, right? So when I put kids around each other, they gonna be kids. And if I already had generations of parents that was kids, what you think these kids gonna be? You see what I'm saying? And so that school is like, man, it's a great thing. We talk about homeschooling because that's what we talking about, figuring out who you is. Open your heart to you. So many times we so outward. And that's the thing with slowing down with everything. We so outward to give you this energy, give you this money, give you this love. I ain't got nothing left. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna lock myself up.
Yeah.
For another 60 days.
Come on.
For another 2 years.
Can we talk about fasting?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fasting is crazy.
That's your boy right there.
Fasting is
Go
crazy.
ahead.
That's your boy right
Go
there.
ahead. Tell me.
Fasting is key. Like you like fasting, that's what we supposed to do. Like I got like people got tumors in them, like a worm in them, and things like that in nature. And like fasting
Explain that to
bring
me.
all that out.
Explain that to me. What you
Worm.
mean?
Okay, worms.
Parasites.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah. So
But
y'all already
how
know
do
about it.
but how do it get fed though?
It get fed through the things that we do every day into society. The tapeworm is not the tapeworm is you but not you. The tapeworm is telling you to eat this, eat that, because it feeds off that. And the tapeworm wants you to it feeds off negative energy, basically. It feeds off negative energy. And it feeding off that negative energy, it that's what it loves. And it grows more and it grows more and it grows more. So fasting will get that up out of us. And
what about the cells?
And through the cells,
Why can't they do why can't your body destroy it?
your body can't destroy it because it's because the tapeworm it moves in it's like
Hidden in plain sight.
it's hidden in plain sight. It's hidden in plain sight. But like your cells can't just like move and go look for the worm and go kill it, because your cells got to do its job. Your cells got to do its job and protect certain organs of your body. It just can't go in different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In different, and go and kill it, because it's gonna kill things. It's gonna kill things with it.
And it can't even see, from what I understood, it can't. Your cells can't even. They don't even know it's there because it moves so slick in the dark. See, these the temptations. This is the spiritual tapeworm, right? This is spiritual parasites too. And so not only is it leading us to smoke too much, drink too much, eat too much, fuck too much, watch too much TV, because what is growing. But our body's natural self-defense system don't even know how to find it. Because why?
Because it's hidden in plain sight. That's crazy.
So all of us got a tapeworm. And so when you say about the fasting and the cells, we not just fasting from food. We fasting from spiritual demons. Spiritual parasites. You see what I'm saying? That we have to purge out our body, because how else can you get out your body?
Fasting or herbs. You can do
Or herbs. Yeah.
Herbs, natural. You know,
because the tapeworm manifested itself through you. It manifested. It ain't just like just came like through an egg or something. It manifested out of nowhere, like literally out of nowhere, through your thought form.
So like it's not something that was placed in it, like you thought it up.
through our greed.
Yes.
Through our envy.
Like just like okay, we can have a baby. We can have a baby that's newborn that ain't never ate nothing, and that baby, we say we give a baby an apple or meat. We say which one you want. That baby gonna take an apple over that meat.
Any day.
But if you get an adult, they gonna take that meat over that apple. Because that adult, that ain't that person.
How old?
That's
You sure you're not 50? Are you sure you're not 50?
So we call baby Jesus.
What in the
Real.
world?
He ain't even got started, y'all. This boy ain't even said no words.
And
Real.
that's so crazy because my boss at my restaurant job, she's the owner, but she fasts all the time. Like all the time. Like she on fast right now. And her fasts be crazy because every time she come out of a fast, like she got a revelation for us. Like, and it be so awakening. Like it be something that you just need to hear. And she be like the revelations just be crazy. Like, and when I say this is a powerful woman, this is a powerful woman. Like her mindset is insane sometimes. Like the way she be thinking, like I didn't know, like people can really think like that. Like just spiritually, mentally, like yeah, like an example of it. Boom, got you right. Because I don't want to put like too much of her business out there, right? But boom, okay, boom. Her dad passed away from the restaurant. I mean, her dad was the owner of the restaurant. He passed away. Mind you, before he passed away, like her dad got into it. Like he was like, she's like, I'm never coming back here. Like I'm never coming back here. She's like, don't ask me to come back here. Don't do nothing. Boom. Swear to God, kid y'all not. Year before this man passed away, he begged her. He said, I need you to come back. I need you to come back. Like he not even knowing that he finna clock out. Nothing. Like nothing. He just like, I need you to come back. Like God is telling me. Mind you, he's a preacher too. So she's a preacher's kid. So she's like, no, Dad. Like you can't pay me to go back. I'm not going back. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. She comes back. A year later, he passes away. She says, what did she say? She said before I did that, right? She said I thought I had life so together. She's like, me and my husband, we finna move to Houston. My husband just retired as a firefighter. She's like, life finna be lit. It's finna be good. She was like, not knowing though, I was finna go off and be like somebody that I wasn't supposed to be. She's like, I was finna go off and be somebody that, she was like, now that I stay here, that she stayed in Chicago, this lady has started her own women's ministry. She has started, like, she was like, if I went to Houston, and if I would have went away from something that I just wanted to do, not because like God called me to, because I just wanted to do that. She's like, I wouldn't have been able to handle anything that I can handle now. And that's on part of, she almost lost the restaurant. She almost lost her house. She almost lost everything. She was in debt like crazy. She almost lost everything. Not even thinking that, she didn't know none of this is going to happen, bro. The way she can think now, she says the way she can think now prior to when, if she went to Houston, she wouldn't even know who she is.
I don't think she would ever made it.
She wouldn't know.
I don't think God would have ever let her get to Houston.
No.
Like, obviously, that was like, he needed to distract her.
He needed to.
From that moment.
Yeah.
Of, like, saying that this is where she was about to go, because there was, she wasn't going.
She wasn't going. She
She was
wasn't
never going to get there.
Exactly. And she's taking off. When I tell y'all she's taking off right now, like not only just like in a restaurant, but like in her business, in her ministry, like, and the way she could just think, she could talk, like even her mom be saying, and she be like, her mom was like, I knew this little girl was gonna be something. Like when she came out, I knew this little girl was gonna be something. Like, and it just shows, but that's just how powerful she is to know that you should never did something. Like to know that you was about to do something, even though it was gonna be a happy moment for you, but down the line, what was it gonna be happy? Like, how was life gonna be happy for you then? Like to know that you was gonna go down this road, but God sent you down this road. You would have never figured it out. Like you would have been stuck. You thought you would have been good for like a year down in Houston. Boom, you would have to come back and been like confused. Like I was on a restaurant. I gotta do what? Like I'm finna lose it. How I get it back? Like
You know what they remind me of?
Yeah.
It really remind me of God gave me this too. He said, cause I was wondering like they gonna kill us. You know what I'm saying? They gonna kill us, right? I'll be like, man, they gonna kill us, right? And I used to struggle with that because it's like, how? You know what I'm saying? How we supposed to get around that? And God's feeling like, man, what you so afraid of, right? He said, you got the directions for a reason, right? He said, this you in the middle, it's your life. He said, you want to die dishonorably, you know what I'm saying? In a way that is not intended for you. There's some people who die horrific deaths. That's just their purpose, because they serve a greater purpose. But it's a lot of people who die outside their purpose. And he showed me that when you go right, you can go right. Because your free will gonna let you go right.
It's gonna let you go right. Yeah.
You'll be over there. You can go left. Your free will gonna let you go left. You can go behind you and go back to your past. Or you stay exactly where you at. That's free will, the power of it. But if you move forward into righteousness, and you only stay on my path, you think someone's going to destroy and disrupt God's path?
No, not at all.
Can't. You're going to die at your perfect time. That's why I started studying the Spartans, because I'm like, damn, 300 men went into war outnumbered by 300,000. This facts. Like this, like This everybody recorded this history because they was running the world. 300 men against 300,000. That's outnumbered like I don't even know 10,000 to 1. You feel me? How do these niggas go into a battle? You know you. And that's why I had to ask myself about this mission. Man, I said, God, how am I supposed to go into battle, God? You talking about that? These niggas, every nigga they done sent before me, and him and you and everybody else, they done knocked their niggas heads off. And you saying it right, and I'm over here high off the X, and I was like, hey man, you tripping, bro. I need you to figure this out. Gave me that epiphany right there. He showed me Fred, how he got killed. And that was my spark of inspiration. Because if I didn't have that spark of inspiration, I wouldn't be so passionate about it. Because I'm really from the other side. You know what I'm saying? I came up every way. I'm over know which they came up and went through and this and that. But it's like God, he gave me that particular. I always focused on it. Huh?
Do you think he did that for a reason?
Absolutely. You know why? Because he let me do all this shit. He let me play out here. He let me play. He let me play. Nigga, I showed you. When you asked me you was over here, I showed you. I brought you right back, didn't it? When you was back here, all the way back there, I showed you. Now I brought you right back there. When you was all the way on the left field, I brought you right back. When you want to sit there and stay in your shit, you didn't want to change, you didn't want to grow, you want to lay on the couch, you want to be lazy, you want to be that bum ass nigga that everybody say you is. I brought you back there. So I know it's for a reason. Because he showed me that's how you be outnumbered 300,000 to 1. Because that's what we facing. How we supposed to go out here and fight a system that's using the infiltration tactics they use to take over fucking Turkey, Afghanistan, Iraq, Saudi Arabia? They taking over whole nations. And you think me and you and us gonna stand together? Come on, guys, you want to explain something to me? It don't make sense.
He is your armor.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about that battle from the 300 Spartans? They was told not to go. They was told, the government, they government, right? They got to do a whole little ritual, ask the guys, right? The oracle said, hell no, don't do it. And it was against a policy, their governmental policy of Sparta, for the city-state of Sparta, that you could not go to war while the Olympics was going on. So this is how like on paper it is. The Olympics was going on. They told them they couldn't go. And the king said, you know what? We going. I'm taking my 300 best men and we going for a stroll, walk. And because they went on that fucking journey, Greece is still here today. The Persians would obliterate Greece like they did everything else. Who you think burnt down the whole how you think Rome fell? Who you think burned down Alexandria and the libraries and all the great things that was just these niggas. And they was outnumbered these niggas by 3 or 10,000 to 1. And because them niggas stood, them 300 stood, that place is still here to this day that me and you could go visit. We could go put our feet on the same land. And it's still called Greece because why? Them 300 niggas went. Knowing they was gonna die, but they went to die honorably. And that's how I'm going. That's how I'm going. And that's how I want to train these young boys to think, because we all want to die. It's fucked up. We going to, let me say that. Yeah, we all going to die.
We know that.
Now, you want to die dishonorably, you want to die honorably. You want to go out here killing this enemy, or you want to go out here killing real enemy?
That's true.
Because we be killing this enemy ourselves, we killing this enemy our mama, we killing this enemy our brother, we killing this enemy our sister, but we ain't never going to attack the real enemy. What kind of souls is you?
Down with a warrior spirit is like a cheat code to heaven. Because at least you did something. It's like, you out here doing all this other shit. You out here doing all this other shit, but you ain't know that you was being lied to, you was being manipulated, you was being tricked. So now you go out here and go die with a warrior spirit. So you honored for that. You elevate, you get elevated in knowledge.
That remind me of what Jesus say. Jesus say, there's no greater gift than to lay down your life for your friends. And I had to think about it, because, right, damn, that's a big side. I done took cases for my niggas, you know what I'm saying? I took cases for my brother. I took a lot of responsibility with mine, right? I done put on a lot of shit with mine. But I'm always encouraged. Why? Because it's like, what greater gift is it then I can make this sacrifice and my brother can live? You know, my mama can eat better, do better. And it's like, that's why I really, man, you could split a rock in half. A big ass boulder from a mountain if you just drip water on it. Every day it just keep on dripping. Just a little drip. You ain't gonna have no power wash. Just that little drip of water is gonna roll slowly over time, and eventually it's gonna be a straight line straight through the rock. Because even though it's the softest thing, it's the hardest thing too. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's translated that energy like, okay, we got the hardest killers, sliders, everybody in that. Boy, but you soft. Now, when you learn how to take, this would be a meat, this would meat really mean, not the salt, but you like water. Something that can erode it up and split a mountain in two, but yet I could drink it and play with it in my hands. And it don't do nothing to me. That's meekness. That's being not no gentle giant, that's being a commander of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, because now, when I want to pull out the pressure washer, I can. But when I'm around the baby, let me give them the drip.
Little drip.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I end with this. Look, don't be dropping the ocean, but be the entire ocean in one drop.
All right now.
Next segment. Let's go. Hey man.
Y'all done gave all the
That was
tea.
good.
Wow.
We do this.
Wow.
We do this. This is how we build, you know? And that's why like really building a family, like I don't see like in my mind it's more like how Larry and them did. Larry and them seen them white folks mobbing. The whole race riots in Chicago in 1919 started because a little black boy drifted over imaginary line. You know what I'm saying? And they threw some rocks and he drowned. And it started a whole race riot, right? And so they say, man, we gotta bring our people together. Now, because of the program, you know, it might not have went the way, but the thought, right, was the protection of our people. And that even where it started at. And so to me, it seems to me like our organizations out here is like they replicating what the white folks did to the state. Man, we ain't fucking with you. We don't fuck with y'all. We don't mess with y'all. Cause and my head always say, damn, how these organizations all fight for the same mission, but they don't even work together.
They stand off.
Yeah, and I mean they really hateful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not naming no specific one. I'm not even talking about one particular over one. I'm just saying what I've seen, and I'm saying damn amongst everybody, I'm people seeing.
I'm just letting y'all know now. God is amazing. The flood is coming.
Yeah.
It's oh.
Noah said it's gonna rain.
Oh.
You better get on the ark.
So my thing is, knowing that the flood is coming, how are we building our ark? How are we preparing for that moment? Because as soon, when I tell you the one thing I love about God, as soon as the last nail went into the ark, the cloud was coming. So how are we preparing today for that moment, knowing that it's coming? Because it's not like we don't build the ark and the flood don't come.
Yeah.
The flood is
It's still
coming.
gonna come. Yeah.
So either you gonna be prepared and you gonna build knowing that God has warned us, or you gonna drown.
I'll be saying too, Jay. I say, Noah told you he built the ark. He built the ark. To be honest, you getting on the ark? And ain't no question for y'all. It's a question for everybody else.
Okay,
Right.
because look,
Because I think we own the ark.
I'm at the table, baby.
I think we own the ark, right?
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, though, like I was telling him, about the light, like, his light, being that brighter light to the people. People want to get on the ark. Think they really understood this whole motherfucker is over with.
You know, people tired of hurting. I think that's another thing. Like,
Yes.
people are tired. Like, we are
Yes.
tired. It's not, like, I know we tired, but I know our community is tired.
Yeah.
We done been through
The
too
worst
much.
of us on myself.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's literally like, if there was a glimmer of hope, do you not think that people would, like, reach for it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So why not give them that little
And my whole point of bringing up Larry and them is that you see how many young boys ran to that? To feel that.
Exactly.
Now do you see how many young boys run to it for the wrong reasons? And my
Facts.
mind say now, guess what? Just like all these different gangs, all these different sects, and we go on here and we didn't bring them together first, but we could start with bringing these organizations together,
For sure.
collaboration.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Over the confrontation.
For sure.
You feel me? And we got a group of, let's say 10 organizations. And we come, everybody got our own stuff on, and we all lined up, and we speaking, right? We get that whole strip of youth just by showing them we care. That's all they want.
That's
You know what I'm
all
saying?
they want.
So then, now, Now we talking about gangbanging, we talking about killing, we talking about drilling. But now what we turn that into? We gonna turn this into gangbanging. We gonna turn this into killing. We gonna turn this into, and I don't mean killing people. I'm talking about killing our habits, killing our worms, killing our parasites, not killing our brothers, killing that rage and anger and hurt and trauma and triggers that I'm gonna get while we're gonna blow your head off. And I don't give no fuck who you with. But you look like me, so you gonna be the first one to go.
I couldn't think about it like, I'm not that. But just imagine telling a young boy that and being like, man, I ain't gotta listen to you. When I listen, like, how do you address that? Because they don't know.
No, you gotta be like water. You gotta drip on them. And you gotta know when to drip.
Just keep putting it in.
On my mama. And it ain't like, but because when you righteous and you really a man of God, it's not gonna come from you. It's not gonna be your drip. That's why I say the entire ocean in a drop. I'm not just dripping me on you. Nigga, God, I always, bro.
Come on.
This shit crazy.
Come on.
I was an incident, right? And little baby died, and a little baby paralyzed, right? And I swear to God, bro, and I don't swear to God, please, and I don't even play like that. I'm gonna say it in vain, none of that, because I really, something in me like I can't do it. You feel me? So when I say I swear, God, I mean that with all my heart, bro. God know that, right? And I know that if it wasn't nobody to work through, both of them would be dead. Because God had somebody. It ain't have to be me.
He had somebody.
Huh?
Yeah.
Somebody to work through. You hear me? And now because of that, right, it has caused so much progression, right? And so much focus and so much attention on God just needs somebody to work through. God just needs one person there. Because ain't nobody there, he can't do nothing. Now what his purpose is. And let that be his purpose. You feel me? Can't argue that. We're not going to argue that because he put us here in the body to live the purpose anyway. Right? My daddy got killed when I was 7 months old. And God protected me so good because I would have crashed the fuck out had I not had this philosophy since a young age. I said, damn, let me think about it. Because I'm questioning God now, like, you killed, I want it to be, you know what I'm saying? I want it to be bad. I always get suspended out of school. I always rebellious. I always fucking shit up, smacking niggas, choking niggas. I was mad, you know what I'm saying? But something in me knew it wasn't right. I was like a bully nigga, but then I turned a nigga that bullies, you know what I'm saying? Because it still was in me, but I learned how to switch it because I said, damn, God, if you had killed this man or took this man away one day before he came into my mama, I wouldn't even be here sitting here having no fucking conversation, having no feelings, having no life, having nothing to even question. So what should I be more grateful for? The fact that you killed him, or not that you killed, but the fact that you took him away, or the fact that I'm even here to live and speak and experience and feel. So which one is the greater gift? You know what I'm saying? The greater gift me being upset and angry and mad, or the greater gift that you sent him here for a specific purpose, because I would not be sitting here with y'all right now. And one day, the nigga got killed 7 months after I was born. You feel me? Didn't even know I was born. That shit fucked up. Yeah, like, wow, right? So the whole time, I say he got killed one more day before that though. I wouldn't be no Jordan either. I wouldn't even exist. So do I need to walk around in this earth, in this world mad and doing shit out of that? When I'm already fucked up enough from that program? Or do I need to appreciate the gift and understand life is death? Because you don't get life without. You don't get death without life. So again, it's honorable, right? It's embracing. I embrace death. I'm not ready to die, but I'm ready to die. You feel me?
You feel me?
Because at any moment,
it's a good day.
On my soul.
It's a good day.
Yes,
But the thing is, you know how you get to that point? By doing everything that you're supposed to do before that moment happens.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't go through life
Checking the
questioning whether I did what God wanted me to do. Because I know I'm going to show up. If God tells me to be there, I'm going to show up. Period. And I have no question in my mind that I'm going to show up because I know that the relationship that I have with him causes that. Because it's funny that you said that my father passed when I was 5. And I feel that same thing. Like, I'd be like, damn, like, I'd be like, why God take my dad away? Like, why would he do that to me? Like, knowing the person that I am and knowing the things that I want in my heart, like, why would you put me through that? But like you said, like, would I rather be more grateful that I have this anointing by God and knowing that I was even being able to brought into existence in this world because of my father? Or just be glad that I'm here to be able to serve God? Like, what?
Yeah.
Just say church.
Come on.
Church. Amen. Yeah.
Amen. Okay.
So
What time is it? Cause I tell you,
That's,
Roll
good.
it, baby.
That's when we opening.
right?
We have 57.
57 minutes. Okay. So we're gonna let this be like our last little segment. So I'm gonna shake it. So we got 4 categories: love, life, money, passion.
Passion.
Okay.
We take money your favorite out, right? Since it's money. I want you understood.
Okay. So I don't know how y'all gonna do this. I'm gonna just take one. I'm gonna read it, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just say what it means to me.
Okay.
Right. Depending on what somebody said.
Yes.
And then if you wrote it, elaborate.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Of course, I got my own.
Oh, you gotta put it back. You gotta put it back.
I gotta put. Okay.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. All right, kind of stuck.
It popped out. It's still mine. So I can't. Unless I must have just wrote some good stuff.
Meditation, the manifestation. Oh yeah.
Come on. Okay. The way of life is to meditate in nature. Right? Is that what it is? Okay. I totally agree with this. Like, so I told you I meditate every day. So let me tell you my morning routine. Right? I wake up in the morning. First thing, my feet touch the ground. I thank God for waking me up every morning. Then I walk. And then I sit on my yoga mat and I pray. I thank God again for waking me up, giving me the opportunity to connect with Him because I'm about to read the Bible. Right? I read the Bible every morning, and it's like it leads me into my meditation because I know like I meditate on God's word, right? Because I know that those are the things that are solid. One thing I can never second guess. You know what I'm saying? It's solid. So, and then after I meditate, I pray again, and then I go on a walk on the lake. So I'm connected with water, I connect with grass, I connect with the air. And I have a balcony, so I love just, even yesterday during the rain, I stood outside and I just let the rain fall on me and felt the wind and just knew like, this is God. You know what I'm saying? This is not man-made. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling the presence of God right now. That's why I love nature so much, because man can't do nothing when it comes to nature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all God. So I love it.
Yeah.
But why did you put this?
Well, I was gonna say my routine.
Go ahead.
Routine.
Go ahead, routine. Come on.
We gotta teach you.
Be
Yes,
example.
Alright. Sometimes I play Bob Marley for the first time.
This man is old. Tell y'all.
And but when I first get up, I meditate. Like no smoking, no phone, don't play the game, none of that. So cause you have to have a clear mind. You have to have a clear mind throughout the day. And then I shower while like I'm playing. Like no, first and then when I'm done meditating, I play Bob Marley. I play some Bob Marley. I go boil some tea and then have a shower on at the same time. And then while I'm doing that, I get out the shower. It'll be the sun out because the sun rises when I'm on the back porch. So then I do that and then I ground myself.
Well, he said I'm on the back porch.
Back porch.
He watching the sun come up. Mike boy, on my soul.
I'm watching the sun come
They knew
up,
what they was doing.
grounding, and then I used to have a dog named Ace, but I'll go walk him like the same thing. But yeah, like tea, like drink you some tea when you first get up because like it's good. Don't be putting like, cause everybody wanna put something in them when they first get up, and like my first thing when I get up, I put tea, and I just drink tea. So that's my breakfast for today. Yeah.
That's dope. Okay, so what's your connection to nature?
My connection, like elaborate.
So I feel like everybody has a moment where they're just like, man, this is dope. Like, you know, have you ever been in nature so much to the point where you're like, this can't be man. Like this is obviously something more than me.
That got to do within yourself.
Yeah.
Everything. That's why I say like you got 7 chakras. You got the root chakra, You got the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and then you got the
Crown chakra.
the crown chakra.
Praise God.
All of these chakras is literally like energy, like circles of energy in you, and you doing this is like basically like what you saying, like you being in nature, you getting this different feeling, like this can't be real, like. And when you doing like different chakras, that's the same feeling. It can't be real. Like this is the root chakra. That stands for red chakra. This
Can you tell what each chakra is connected to?
that stands for like feel. That's feel. The root chakra is feel, but the root chakra is feel.
I think the root chakra is also about
That's the
stability and
negativity.
foundation.
Yeah, that's the negativity. That's the low vibration of it. The high vibration of it is survival, and the sacral chakra is your private, your private, and that deals with lust, and that deals like that's why people have lust, and they and
For women, it also deals with sensitivity and
Yes.
Vulnerability and sensuality.
and in the solar plexus chakra, that is literally like your soul. That's why it's called solar plexus, and your soul is your soul come from the solar system, literally. That's why it's called solar and soul, and it's just the same.
For sure.
And
That's why you're oh my
Solar
god.
plexus.
This is
Come on.
your
crazy.
solar plexus, and look, check this out. Your solar plexus, what color that is? Yellow. And what?
Oh no, you're
No,
right.
the sacral chakra
It's
is
orange. Yes, you're right.
And the solar plexus is yellow, and the sun, and we give life to the sun. We give life to the sun.
Come on.
We and yeah, and like that's beyond my
Come
comprehension.
on, my favorite.
So we give life to the
I
sun,
need you to
Yes,
get
but I
to
know
my
we give life to
favorite
the
one.
Yes, sir.
Can you get to the favorite?
and the heart chakra, the green chakra, and that deals with love.
Green chakra.
Oh my god.
that deals with love. That deals with love. And
Heart, passion, like.
yeah.
I just want to take a moment because the heart chakra is my favorite chakra because I embody the heart chakra. Like everything I do has a green element to it. Like everything. And at first I didn't understand it because I'm like, why am I so fascinated by this color? And then as I started to meditate more, I started to get into my chakras more. I started to really feel myself. Everything I do with my heart. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But now it's gotten to the point where it's like I embrace it, I embody it, I channel green. Like if you see me half the time I'm wearing something green. If you see me having something, it's gonna be green because it's naturally what I feel myself get to because I know I'm moving out of my heart so much. Like everything I do is out of my heart chakra, and I love the heart chakra.
And like the things you wear is like that's energy too. Like the things
sure.
we wear is like that's like voodoo.
For sure.
It's like a spell type, if you want to say. Like if you wearing like I'm saying, like I'm wearing all black, like black. That's deals with protection. That's protection. That stands for protection and provide. Like dark matter energy. When you saying that.
You know, obsidian. That makes sense.
When you saying that, when you saying dark matter energy is masculine energy. But what was in dark matter energy was feminine energy. That's what they did in it. And that feminine energy is consciousness. That's consciousness. And
So let me find out the female. Come on, 'cause I need a
Church.
full circle moment here.
Church.
I need a full circle moment here.
Yeah.
So you telling me, cause what you're talking about reminds me of obsidian. You know what obsidian is?
yeah.
Okay.
Christian.
So yeah, so like it's like the black matter. I have an obsidian crystal sitting above my door, and you saying that the one thing I love about obsidian is it's curvy. It's not blunt. It's curvy, so it reminds me of a feminine energy. But you talking about it relating to consciousness, like how can you connect the two?
So let's start off with this Big Bang. This Big Bang theory. To start off with, when it was dark matter energy, and it was just nothing but darkness. But that darkness was dark matter energy, but inside that darkness was feminine energy, and that feminine energy had a consciousness. If you sit in the darkness for a long time, you're gonna grow a consciousness because you're not distracted with things around you.
Yeah.
That's why when something is wrong with them, anciently people will tell them to go through a cave or something and come out through the other end, and like they'll be walking through that for 2-3 days, and you just gotta keep going, and if you don't keep going, you're gonna get lost.
For sure.
And that's that got to deal with like you going inside and trusting yourself. You get what I'm saying? And like
I feel like that's some spirit.
And
that's what I'm getting from that.
so all that, so it grew a consciousness. That darkness grew a consciousness.
What helped they grow the consciousness?
Because
Well,
ain't nothing outside of it. Ain't nothing outside.
Where
It's
does
just
where's the femininity coming in though? With the
Because
consciousness. The consciousness is
is the femininity. In the darkness.
That's what you say. I'm conscious. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm the conscious.
Yeah.
But that's why they say females' intuition is so on point.
Yeah.
And our
'Cause y'all
intuition
basically-
is crazy.
Y'all
Like,
basically is y'all own species.
Oh.
They used to say girls go where?
girls go to
Girls go to Jupiter, boys go to Mars.
yeah. No.
No.
That's what it is.
No. Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupid.
Stupid, right.
Girls go to Mars to get more smarter or something like that.
It did go like that. That's all I was getting to though. It's like
Yeah.
girls have always been the smart one. Guys have always been the
Yeah.
I
dumb.
mean,
No.
I think it's more so like
But
it
they
has a
gotta
lot
deal
to do
with
with our biology,
Yeah.
for sure. Because like we can literally create life.
Yeah.
That's
You
it.
have to think about that. Like our bodies create life, so that within itself has to be. its
Well,
own
I would say y'all body more like y'all body is the portal of life. See what I'm saying? Cause it's like, yeah, and I'm trying to follow too. So like
Right.
the portal, right? The portal is what grew the consciousness.
Right.
Cause it gave life to the darkness.
But the consciousness itself is feminine energy.
Yes, we said that. That's on the table, baby.
Crazy.
My God.
There you go.
But the dark matter energy is what I say is it protects and
It's
it
protection,
provides.
it's providing.
So the
Mmm.
feminine energy.
Let me catch that one. You
So-
caught that one?
So
It's
look,
not on.
That one on. That
Oh
one.
man, okay.
Girl.
I'm sorry, you've been looking at that one the
No,
whole
it's
time.
all good.
I thought you heard her when she
Oh
said.
no, hey, it's all
I ain't got no
good.
story.
As long as we get that, hey, that's all
Yeah,
I
that's
care.
good.
Yes.
and so the feminine energy. So when it was just all darkness, and so the feminine energy told the dark matter energy to do this, to do that, and to literally, because she wanted to experience. That's what we all do, to experience life. That's what we came down with, to experience. So she wanted to grow a body, a arm, leg, arm, head, and she wanted to grow one.
I'm gonna walk out that door.
She wanted to experience. She wanted to experience. So she told the dark matter energy to woo out, to provide,
Manifest.
to provide things for her. Yes.
So she
And
can
so
experience.
now you get this feminine energy.
Wow. Wait, hold on. Cause this really made me like a mother's love to their children.
Facts.
Right? Like,
Yes.
like how you know, you live through your kids, but the mother really want the best for her kids.
The
You
best.
see what I'm saying? And it's like a mother, like not even a mother, but like women, they nurture. They nurture. That's what I said. The portal, like nurturing, and like for him, like he's saying this dark matter energy.
Pause.
Yeah, my bad.
I need you to pause on that real quick because I want you to understand how lacking we are of feminine energy.
Yeah, and especially as us masculine, because they say, because they say we rational and we stupid. That's the stupid. They say we stupid, right? That's the too much masculine in us. And we not when we talking about shit like this, motherfuckers don't want to hear that. Motherfuckers don't want that. That's too much. That's too much masculine.
Too much masculine.
It's gay. It's gay as fuck. It's gay. But it's somebody. But motherfuckers like me and him, like y'all love things like this, and because that's the way of life. I preach the way of life, and you have to be balanced.
For sure.
Balanced. It's not about being too masculine and being too feminine.
Because at all points we both.
Yes, because you was a man in the past life. You was a man in the past life. You was a woman in the past life.
I was a woman in the past life. Come on.
So that all.
It's in us. It's in us.
Yes. So all that masculine and too feminine. No, that gotta go.
It has to be a balance.
Yes, it has to be a balance. You just gonna run around here fucked up in life, and that's what has people, and they go out here killing people. They had these emotions bottled up in them, and they go out here hurting things, because hurt people hurt people. They don't want to talk about their feelings.
Not at all.
They don't want to let that out.
Come on.
Because they feel like that's feminine.
It's not at all.
They feel like that's gay to them, and they don't want people to look at them as they gay.
Because you got feelings and
Yeah,
emotions.
because you got feelings and emotions.
And you gotta get that out.
And you got to, and that's a real thing, and that's a feminine side of it.
Yeah.
That's a feminine side of it. That is.
Okay, so I think. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say real quick, but that's what Jordan was saying earlier. The world is feeding our men to believe that they can't be that. Like, they're literally feeding them to believe, like, you can't cry, you can't do nothing. You gotta sit there, you can't drop a tear, you just gotta go about through life. You gotta fight everybody, you gotta protect them, you gotta do your thing, you gotta do your thing. You can't cry. No, what are you crying for? Girls cry. What are you crying
What
for?
voice is that, though?
Like,
What voice is that?
that's
though?
man, though.
What voice is that though?
Or like telling them.
The man.
Oh,
That's his
right,
voice.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because in our
The
like,
man.
I don't know. I'm gonna just speak for myself. I think that we are human and we are going to cry. We have emotions.
Yeah.
As a baby, when you hurt, you cry.
You cry.
So who told you
that you
that
can
when
cry.
you hurt, you can't cry?
Yes.
Well, I think like on top of that, that's a great point because it makes a lot of sense. That we come from a woman, but it's like most of us disrespect women.
Come on.
Most of us, we step on women. Most of us, we do the things that, like y'all say, is more feminine. Like we take, it's like we so stupid and gone being Are you doing exactly what you say the females do?
Oh.
But only if you had the balance of the understanding of the knowledge of self. You come from a woman, you've been a woman, would you treat that like you treat yourself?
Come on now.
And we have to get into that because
What money man says? Cool.
dark matter energy protection. And yeah, man, draw another thing.
Because look, you
be in here all night,
okay.
man. Hey, this 50 weeks worth of content right here, man.
No, for real. No, I ain't gonna down
For
to
real.
that.
We gonna put this up and break it down like it's a fact.
For sure. No way.
Oh, this is good. It says scared money don't make no money.
That's a money card. So how does that feel?
How does that feel? Factual.
Like, what do you get from
I ain't even gonna put it in a money way because money is energy, regardless. Money is energy. Money is literally how you take it in. If you look at yourself as being broke, you're gonna forever be broke. Even if you got $2 in your bank account, you're gonna forever be broke. I got $2 in my bank account. I'm rich.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Bills paid. I got it. I don't care about nothing else. I can get in my car. I can put gas in my car. I still got a car note. I ain't gotta worry about nobody about that. I ain't gotta worry about coming to no eviction notice. I'm rich. I'm wealthy. I'm good. I don't need to go party. My bills are paid. I'm good. Money is energy. But the thing of scared money don't make no money. Everybody want it tomorrow. How you think you gonna get it tomorrow? How you have to work for everything. That's the thing about you gotta work for it. Scared money don't make no money is because you're not scared to go out and make it. You're not scared to go out and network. You're not scared to go out and put yourself out there. You're not scared to go up to that man and be like, hey, I need a job. That's what scared money don't make money is. Like, you gotta be willing to put yourself out there. God is not gonna give you no blessings if you're not working. What God wanna see all the time? You worked. He said, I'll give you what you want. I'll give you what you pray for every day. But what you gonna do for me though? Are you gonna get up and go for it? Are you gonna get up and work? Are you gonna get up and make yourself not a schedule, but get up to fight enough for it? Not give up just because you didn't get it just because you didn't get it that day. Are you gonna keep going? That's what that is. Scared. You can't be scared to do it. You can't be scared to put yourself out there. You can't be scared, like I was just saying earlier. You just because somebody else doing it, how you gonna do it differently? You can't be scared to do that. Scared money don't make no money. Don't make no money.
I'm so glad I wrote that because you just gave everything that it was giving. So thank you.
Have you laughed?
Scared money don't make no money.
I mean, like, it was that part, literally everything that you just said, like, about, like, more so from the point of, like, for me, it's the risk that's associated with money. One, I always speak about money as a tool, right? It's all about how you use it. But secondly, like, how you get it, right? Like, if you get money that's kind of risky, it's like, it's money, but are you willing to make that same risk to make more money? For me, that means the stock market. It's plain and simple. Like, investing your money. Like, okay, you making money, but how is your money working for you? How are you making more money? How are you being strategic with it so that way, yeah, okay, I'm making money, but is it going out just as fast as you getting it? Or are you letting it build somewhere? You know what I'm saying? It's the stock market, savings, investing, like being, because I know a lot of people are like, well, I ain't putting my money in no bank. That's fine. Go get a CD. Go to the stock market. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let it, and then let it sit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing. Like, I'm not afraid to be broke because I know that, like you said, I'm rich in other places. But I know when I get money, I can let that money make me more money by being a little bit risky with it. Not gambling, but being smart.
Calculated risk.
And God only give you so much as you can handle. Like, that's why everybody like, I want to be a millionaire. But it's like, have you showed God what you did to be a millionaire? Come on now. Come on now. Like, what are you doing to be a millionaire right now? Like, to be for real. Like, that's all I was saying about all of this, like, all the PPP stuff, right? All that PPP stuff, everybody was rich, up. Everybody was up.
Broke as hell.
What y'all do?
They broke as hell now.
Y'all took $20,000
even more debt than they was.
To $80,000. What did you do? You went to go buy that car, but you ain't got no insurance. You ain't never had a license a day in your life. You went to go do that. You went to go fly on a plane. You went to go do this. What you invest in it? Did you put it in your college, in your kids' college fund? Did you go and open up some property? Did you go, boy? We in a recession right now.
We gotta be realistic though. Niggas don't even wash their arms.
Come on now.
So it's really feeding the rats and crumbs.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel, because like to me, on the financial aspect, I'm looking like, all these niggas ain't doing nothing but just trapping more niggas to not be able to leverage other people's money later. Oh yeah, you got that 20K? Oh cool. Okay, someone get forgiven, right? But there's other people going to jail. There's other people never get that shit forgiven. And they name, and now they going, you know what I'm saying? Oh, let me go do this with the IRS. So all they doing is setting more traps.
That's it.
For more of our people to not be lending to not grow their small business, to not be able to build their portfolio or ever invest in what we call a stock. Let's see, it'll never happen. And then can't he keep enough bread to wash on his ass? Let alone, you feel me, his babies, let alone his baby mama, let alone his other, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga like, damn, whoever touched 20 bands until that happened.
Till that happened.
You know, so it's just, to me, that's really what that's why I said that money shit, I never really could believe in it, because it's like, I see where it's misleading, and I understand how we talking talking That's different. Feel me? But on that level, like I feel crazy.
Yeah. And that's why you also gotta look at money as like as energy too. Cause if you think about it, like rich, like you said, rich and wealthy is two different things. It's two different things. You could be rich today and be broke tomorrow.
You could be rich right here, but broke right here.
Come on now.
And right here.
Everybody, bro. That's why one person, and RIP to this man. If I ain't learned nothing else from Juice WRLD taught me that. And that's why everybody needs to watch his documentary. That man said, I'm one of the richest youngins on the planet right now. But I'm so sad. He had everything. He said, I'm so sad, I'm so broke. In here. He said, I got everything. I can go to PJ today, go to Cabo, I can go to church, I can do anything I want to do. Literally, I can go buy house, jets, everything. But inside, I'm so dead. So what is money? He told me I could be Rockefeller and I still
kids out here killing for
Me.
it. You got kids out here killing, trying to get money.
And that's
But
why
what is
that,
it
and that
really?
see, that's when like I drew the line, right? Like
Yeah.
when you sell us out for something, and that we gonna utilize to destroy each other more, can't do it. It's like when Fred Hampton stopped them people talking. Okay, get everybody credit cards. Get everybody.
Yep.
Hold on. What is a credit card? Well, Mr. Fred, it's something that we could use to go to the store and get something we ain't got the money to get. Well, what you think the people gonna do with that? They gonna go to the store, Mr. Fred. They gonna buy up everything in the store, Mr. Fred. Oh, well, you don't think the people gonna be broke after that? You think if we don't have no education with the credit, then what we gonna have? A lot of broke people.
A lot of broke people.
And what we got now?
A lot of
You know what I'm saying? And so we gotta have them gatekeepers, especially when it comes to how far over the line is you willing to go for this? How far is you willing to go over the gun line to go for this? Cause this nigga selling their soul.
So
Right, and I'm gonna be speaking on this real quick because it blows me, G, because it's like this man Future, I love him, right? Honestly, I love his music because I do got a problem, but it's like, I don't be hating on no man, you feel me? I love his craft. I think he one of the greatest to ever be able to, you know?
still be going.
Right. But it's the thing, bro. How far over that gun line you had to go to talk about you, Jesus Christ? You Messiah. You God. I'm saying, how far over that line you had to go, bro? It's you like, I can hear the Perkins call, but then I see you on the interview, nigga, I don't fuck with no Perkins, I don't do no drugs, I
Come
never
on
fuck
now.
with that shit.
Come on now.
But nigga, you know how many people you done misled, bro? How many of these shorties done? So what I'm asking is, when we talk about the culture, we talk about hip hop, who is the gatekeeper?
Who's saying anything
Who-
about the culture?
Who is the gatekeepers? Who's saying, hold on, no, that can't come up in here? This Wakanda, nigga. For real. That can't come up in here.
saying that?
That's right, who's saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Where they at? Who
I
gonna
mean,
say it?
I know
Because I get to talking like that, man.
If we gonna go into it, we can go into it. But we about to say that for another
Yeah. We going,
Cause the music,
yeah.
We need a whole
consumer.
episode
Yeah.
on music.
that's another
You-
consumer.
Yeah.
That's another consumer.
The law of consumption. I'm telling you, it's real. The law of you are what you consume.
Yes.
Let's let our man go ahead and read.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
It said, love reconnect us to true self. Seek knowledge of self to find true love.
Well, I'm gonna let you say your stuff first. But we know who wrote it. We know who wrote it.
I say, love do reconnect us with our true selves. If we love ourselves enough.
You know what love
See.
is.
How can I say it? I don't know. This one a little bit tricky.
What's love to you?
Love. What's love? Self. Love is everything.
I need give me a example so good that it makes me feel love in my heart.
Love. I don't know. I ain't never been loved.
You never been loved.
I've never been loved. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Cause that's the first step. I ain't never been loved, so I don't know if you say like love and like partnership. No, I'm like saying in self love.
Unconditional love. Unconditional love. Who do you believe in?
I believe in my ancestors.
You think your ancestors love you?
Yeah,
Why do you think your ancestors love you?
I think my ancestors love me because I don't know. I just believe in my ancestors. I love my ancestors.
What did your ancestors do for you?
My ancestors.
Think about one ancestor that you have. You don't have to give them a name. You don't have to give them a face. But what is one thing that one of your ancestors did for you that shows you that you are loved?
last grandmother, my last grandparent, top dog. This is my main witness. She has been with me everywhere, every moment, every step since the day she died to right now. At this moment, I can feel her. She's here.
Was she here at that time?
She's
Was she here? Oh.
No. My mind has been so clear ever since. Clarity is coming like crazy to me right now. Clarity is crazy right now. Like, I was so stuck before she left, and like the day she left, everything was so clear. Like, and I never took in that, like, when she died, she kept telling me, like, before she died, because she was preparing me for that for like years. She was preparing me for it. But I never took in that she said that to take care of yourself, you're going to be good. And she told me that every time she saw me. Take care of yourself, you're going to be good. Take care of yourself, you're going to be good. I never understood that until the day she died. And I have been getting clarity out the hoo-ha. I'm talking about everything. Friends, family, everything. Job, what I want to do. I just made a decision yesterday to stay at a job I don't even want to stay into. Why did I do it though? I got to do what's right now. And because I had to make that decision is because I don't even feel bad for making a decision. Because I know when I made that decision, it was like, okay, you got to do what you got to do. A lot of times you're not going to want to do what you want to do. But you got to do it. And I got to do it to get to where I promised myself that I was going to be. And without her coming to me, giving me that clarity, I probably still would have been stuck today. And I got to have an answer by tomorrow. And I probably still would have been stuck today. So that's
what's the premise of how do you know that Gigi loves you from then into now? Like what feeling does it give you to know that she loved you?
To know that she loved me. To know that somebody never left me alone. She never left me alone. Never. Like, never. She never judged me. And if she did, and I wouldn't say it was judged, it was just a grandmother's love. It was just like, I don't want you to be like everybody else. That was her biggest thing. I don't want you to be like everybody else. She hated people I hang around because I was a knucklehead. I was crazy. I was a crazy teenager. I was nuts. I was coming in the house and I was doing all type of stuff. But she never wanted me to be around the people I was around. And I never understood that. Like, she'll always get on me about that. But to know, like, my sister would get mad at me and stop talking to me for months because of the decisions I made. My grandmother, she'll act like nothing ever happened. But then be like, oh yeah, how you finna move about that though? Don't forget that happened. I didn't forget. But how you finna move about that though? Like, what you finna do? Because you know you can't go back. You know you can't redo that, right? So to know that she never left me, to know she never forsake me, and still to this day, she's in the ground. Still ain't forgetting about me.
So with that, like, I think what you're saying is, and to put it in correct, obviously, it's just that you know your grandmother loved you, and you know that you are loved, and you know what love is because of the unconditional love your grandmother has given you from when you made mistakes, when you did things that she may not have liked. She didn't get, completely too mad at you, where she would like ignore you or like, disown you, but instead loved you enough to be like, how are we going to move past this? How are you going to make better decisions following this? Like, she wanted to guide you versus then to let you go.
Facts.
Yeah. Okay. So that's just her example, right? Is there any place in your life currently that you feel like you are being loved on? Now it don't have, now mind you, love on doesn't have to be, how can I say this? Feminine. Does that make sense? Being loved on means that you are cared for, thought about, considered, respected, all that. Like, is there any place that you feel like you're being loved on? No. What would that look like for you if it was? Like, if you can, like, close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes for a second. Could you meditate? If you could embody love and you felt like, so connect to your heart chakra, right? Feel your heart. Take a couple of deep breaths in your nose. Feel the sensation. In, out your mouth. Take it in. Count to 4. In your head. Hold it at the top. To 4. Let it go. your heart. Trust your heart. Deep down in your chest, as you breathe, feel your heart pump the blood in your body. Now, feel the beat of your heart. Feel that it's in your body. And start to imagine a green light surrounding your chest. And breathe into it. And as you breathe, the light can get smaller and bigger as you breathe. And I want you to start to think about love. Just the word. And as you start to think about it, look at the images that come up in your head. Now they can be from the past, they can be from the present, or they can be from the future. See into your future, see in your past, and then kind of round yourself in the present. And when you think of love, feel your heart. Feel how your heart feels. Feel that sensation of care, of love, being provided for, being cared for, being protected, being safe, being happy, finding joy, feeling warmth. And I want you to now start to imagine these things visually popping up in your head, whether it be with the people that you are in current connection with, people that you will eventually become in connection with. Start to feel the love manifesting in those visions. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What do you see? Take a deep breath. And
I seen like me in the village of tribe, and I'm in a circle, and they just dancing around me, and with drums and like bungalows, stuff like that, and I'm just doing the solar plexus and chakra, standing like this, trying to reconnect back to the sun, because that's where I feel like I lost my connection to the universe, to my village, my home, my tribe.
so recognize in that moment that you're being celebrated.
Yes.
They're celebrating your connection, that you're finding your way back to your source. And that's love. To celebrate the most minuscule thing that you may think is like, oh yeah, I just got my connection. But you are connected to your source. And that is love. Your source found you in that moment enough to be like, we need to reconnect. That's love.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can I get a hug or something?
Yeah.
I'm about to cry. I'm pretty emotional. Jesus Christ.
Yes. 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 That boy is love.
Right, we all
Yeah, boy. Real. Come on. Real. We love you, bro. Real. This is what it feel like right here.
So, you are being celebrated in
Yes,
this
sir.
moment.
Yes, sir.
We are loving on you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it, bro. Got it, big dog.
You deserve it.
This is what it's about right here.
It's yours.
spirit, baby. Hear me? Free your spirit, man. Real. Hear me? Told you.
Whoa. Yes, sir. We here, baby. You ready? Huh? See that.
Is you ready? Yes, sir. Feel that. Brace it. You hear me?
So good.
It's beautiful, bro.
So good.
That's it.
So good.
That's it. It's game time, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes. Man.
Oh, sorry.
Real. Real. This is what he mean when he said the feminine for the dark.
Yes.
Shit, only. We could love each other so much.
Yeah. So much.
This
That's it.
break
Just break the cycle.
break that darkness
Just
off.
break it.
Bring you back to life.
That's all you need. That's all you need. And I bet you that's I bet you because he's so solid and everything, that's all you needed. That's all you needed. Was to know what is love. That's
Yeah. So we come for a reason.
yeah.
He came last minute. God don't make no mistakes about his top of these generals. You know? He put you there for a reason, bro. And he put that in our heart to give to you. See, when you got somebody work do what he would do. Now what this boy was just sitting at the house.
He would never got that.
No, God is good. That's it. That's it.
I want to thank everyone.
Hey, man. Come on, man. Give it a love, man. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, bro.
Family down there.
Yes, sir.
You're family now.
Yes, sir. This the village right here. This the village. They came back for you, baby.
We family.
They came back for you.
Cause I ain't been seeing elevation. I ain't been seeing elevation as I've been I've been trying hard. I've been trying hard, but people be saying it's too late all the time.
No.
It's never. It's never too late.
Let that out. That's all. Let that out. Let that out. Kill that. Kill that. Yeah. Kill that.
Kill me.
That's it. Kill it. Yes, sir. Kill it. That's it. Yes, sir.
Can I pray over
You
him?
know everything right.
Please, please, Father God, we come to you today. First off, just to say thank you. Thank you for awakening. Thank you for awakening. Thank you for giving, first off, giving the knowledge that Ari has. This little boy, not even a boy. This is not a boy. This is a man. This man is powerful. This young man is powerful. He's so powerful that he knows how to move and walk in your word. Know how to get up and just thank you for your word. Knows how to go out and tell and teach people about your word, God. And we just thank you so much for bringing him here, Lord. We thank you for just showing him the way to love, Lord. We thank you for just being able to break that spirit out of him, Lord. It's so many spirits inside of us, Lord. So many spirits inside of people. It's so many spirits that as a community we don't know how to break, but it takes that one. It takes that one, Lord. And we just ask, Lord, as you continue to just watch over Wari, Lord. Continue to follow him in this path. It is never too late for him. It's never too late for him to change his way. He's going to change the world tomorrow because of how you are on his life, Lord. All he needed was that shell, Lord, and you broke that shell, Lord. And we thank you for that. We thank you for bringing him here today in this circle, Lord. And it's not many of us, but it is an army of us. And this army right here is going to change, Lord. We thank you for just elevating him to the next level, Lord. We thank you for just elevating his life, Lord, for just guiding him, giving him light, giving him the sun, giving him the nature, but just keeping him on the right path to peace. Peace, Lord. We thank you for peace. We thank you for just watching over these young men with every bit of power that you have, Lord. And we know because that he walks in your name, that he's going to dominate everything, Lord. Continue, Lord. Continue, Lord. Continue to let Jordan be the brother that he is, Lord. We know if Jordan wasn't around, Lord, we don't know what We thank you for putting Jordan into his life. We thank you for putting Janelle into his life, Lord. For just giving him the word that you even just gave him, Lord. We thank you for UVP. We thank you for Eastside Kids. We thank you for this moment. We thank you for just keeping us in this moment, in this circle, for keeping it pure, keeping it genuine. We know that you are here right now with us. And you walk with us. You move with us. You speak with us. You sleep with us. You wake up with us. You everything with us, Lord. Lord, why are you going to be the one? And we know because of you. We know because of how your light is shining over this man's life that he is going to be the one. Keep protecting him. Keep guiding him. Keep giving him discernment. Keep, even when those people are coming to defeat him, that he will defeat them. That he is moving 10 times ahead than what his enemies are moving, Lord. We thank you. We thank you.
Father, I appreciate you for indoctrinating this young man into the eternal kingdom. That he may now carry your sword, he may now carry your shield, and know that David slayed Goliath. Goliath didn't slay David. For the ones they told was too small, for the ones they told could never do it, for the ones they told could never make it, for the ones who told it was too bad, the ones too rebellious, the ones that had too much energy, too much negativity. No, Father, those are the ones that you pick. Because you have to mold, you have to show, you have to create, and you create your statue out of rock. God, you don't create your statue or your sculpture out of something soft. It's rock. And so you've taken your cuts, you've taken your healing power. Now heal those cuts for this young boy's heart. And then it's so, and that he knows he has an eternal brother forever, an eternal brother to go to war with, an eternal brother to walk with, and that these sisters here are to be the capacitators of the village, and that we are to be the gatekeepers of the village, and that right here, right now is the ordained moment in time, God, that you have ordained this young man to be exactly who he is to become, God, that you have put the power in from his hair, every single follicle on his head, down to his shoes, down to his feet, from his back to his chest, to his eyes, to his shoulders, to his elbows, to his knees, Father, that every piece of him is protected, and that you set your angels of protection around him this day forward and every day after. Lord, that you set your angels of protection around us and around this movement, because we know what it's going to bring, and we are ready, and we stand like the 300 for the enemy when he comes for war, because we are ready for battle, and that's exactly what this young man is going to do. He's going to lead us, he's going to lead our youth, he'll lead our children into the battle that everyone is scared to fight, but he's not, God. Not him. Not him. This is why you went through. This is why you went through. You had to go through to come out the other side, and now you're coming out. Now we're going to make it easier for everybody else. It's love, everyone. God is love. 2 or more gathered in his name. This is church, and we here serving you, God. So we say right now, today, do not falter on any of these words, God. Hold this man until our last breath, Father, and that we may walk in the righteousness of you and be protected on the day, until the day when the account is cast and we are on the plane of resurrection and we reunite as friends. We pray this in your holy and mighty name. Amen.
Amen.
Good. That's what it's
I
about.
wish I saw this more.
That's what it's about.
This is
Say less.
I wish I saw this more.
We're
Yes.
gonna make more.
Yes.
Okay, that's all right.
Yes.
The first of many.
The
Yes.
first of many.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Go to
It's
the
a bad
bathroom.
day.
Go ahead. Go to the bathroom.
It sucks. While you in there, Barbie, feel it, bro. You hear me?
There's a mirror in there.
Take
Better.
a second.
Look in that mirror and affirm everything that you just felt.
Yes.
We still recording.
That was it.
That's the most powerful moment I've had in my life. That's powerful.
And not even knowing that was gonna happen today.
Absolutely.
Not even knowing that was gonna happen today.
Absolutely.
Not even